It's Monique.
It's your girl, JT.
Hey, it's Sade.
And I'm Philly, and you are now tuned into Decoded.
So for today's episode, we are sipping on something a little different. It's not your average wine or liquor. It's not alcohol at all. We are actually sipping on some tea. To be exact, it's Peach Tranquility by Tivana. And today we're drinking tea for a particular reason. So last night we went out and the turn up was real.
Real.
And we had to kind of turn down today.
All the way.
All the way down.
Honestly, I don't know why you guys are not reading me at this point because I had one job and I failed miserably. Okay?
Do you want to tell?
I think I should tell the people. I think they should know how the reason why we're drinking tea is because, we've been consuming a lot of liquor.
Lots.
And yesterday alone, you guys don't need to know how much liquor. And for me personally, it was probably more than I should have consumed. I met someone who was, you can say, very important.
Yes, very influential.
Okay.
I'm stressed.
In the music industry.
And I didn't know who it was. He made his way to us to speak to us. And I had one job. And all I did was fumble the bag. Sorry, I fumbled the bag. The man asked me who I was, and then I asked him who he was.
At his own party.
At his party.
Fam looked at me. I'm not gonna say his name because we're gonna. He doesn't need to even He does not. It's okay. Sir looked at me and said, "All right, shorty. It was nice meeting you."
Wow.
And he gave me that I'm a head out look because he was just disappointed. Like, how do you not know who I am? So I'm mad at myself, and that's the reason why I'm drinking tea. No more liquor for me. For the rest of the year, I am no longer drinking liquor. I'm just gonna drink tea, and that's my punishment.
Yeah.
You guys shouldn't even talk to me at this point. Like, it's my punishment.
It was really funny. It was really funny.
I was
It was
beating
a
myself
moment.
up. Like,
it was definitely a moment.
It was a learning. It was something for me to learn. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're drinking Peach Tranquility because of that.
Yeah.
We need a little tranquility in our
I
life.
ruined it for the rest of you guys. We won't be sipping on anything.
Listen, what's meant to be will be. So who knows? You might be listening right now, then. Who knows?
If
Hopefully.
you are,
Yeah.
I'm
if he
sorry.
is,
I'm sorry about
shout
that.
out to you. Like, if he is, that would be.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and I was really drunk, so
No,
my
it was just a prank. We tricked you.
No, I'm gonna be honest, sir. I fumbled the bag. Okay.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, so let's get into it. This week's lowdown, we're gonna start off with a little bit of Tory Lanez.
Hey.
As we all know, Tory Lanez just recently dropped his Chicks Tape 5. So the long-awaited album has taken us all back to the early 2000s, not to mention his extensive track listing. The album also features a guest appearance from Ashanti, T-Pain, Fabulous, Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, and so much more. Have you been listening, ladies?
Of course.
What's been going on?
Yeah.
As soon as it dropped, I listened to that on my Spotify.
Me personally, I was listening to it at work. But
You were still listening, though.
I was still listening, yes. And even when I came home after work, I took time to listen to it again. Yeah.
So I love it. I think it's really, 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 really good. I know Tory's been putting out a lot of music, like back to back to back to back. He's a man who I don't think sleeps, because I think in the last year or a year and a half, there's probably been like 3 big projects that he's putting out. And I feel like this one, out of all of them, is definitely my favorite. I think he took his time with it. You can hear it in the lyrics, in the production. The whole thing just sounds clean. It's definitely not what I would expect from Chicks Tapes, just because the other ones I feel like were more true to the original songs and the samples were a little bit closer to the original songs. But I think overall as a project, like full production, it's amazing.
The production was amazing. I don't know. There was like a solid 4 songs on there that I could replay. One of them being Love It Gal.
Oh,
and
so good.
Love Songs
Yeah.
featuring The Dream.
So good.
The second portion of that
Yo, do you know how
song,
much times I had to pull that up in the
I
car?
had to pull up the track, man.
I was driving and I was like, yeah. I had to pull it up so many times.
I haven't listened to it fully. But from what I listened to so far, I did enjoy it. Production wise, it's sick. Like the way he orchestrated just the beats and everything, like it's amazing. And all the samples that he got, shout out to him, and all the guest appearances as well. Like
Ludacris.
he brought people from way back.
Yo, 112, Ludacris.
The man had Lil Wayne on his album.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Snoop
that
Dogg.
We're going to have to pause there because
That
Lil
was
Wayne's a goat.
big.
He is.
You guys know what I'm
He
about to
is.
say.
No,
Don't at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't at me. But honestly, Luda's verse, he killed that. His flow, I really like Luda's verse on that song. I like that. I really do. I really do like how Luda flowed on that track. So yes, I agree with you guys on that one as well.
Even Maya, like Best of Me.
I love her.
I just feel like I was listening to it and I was like, Tori, what else are you gonna do? And then I'm like, when the Chris Brown song came on, I'm like, yo, if he has Trey Songz on it, then this would be crazy. And then a couple songs later, Trey Songz is here. I'm like, nah, you took it too far. Like I just kept listening, and every time I would hear a new person, I'm like, nah, you took it too. Like this is too good. It's really good. What song is like a club banger? I don't know. Like I don't know if we would. I don't know.
Yeah,
other
I feel
than
like
the one
people
that's
are
already
still
out.
in the process of listening, and we'll see like throughout the winter as everyone starts stepping out. If you are stepping out, if you're not, if you're leaving your house, I mean, good luck in the wintertime. It gets real frosty.
Me personally, last night, I think it was just a whole. The weather wasn't on my side.
No, it was so
Liquor
cool.
wasn't on my side.
My shoes weren't on my side.
Girl,
Like,
who told me to wear a skirt yesterday minus 15? Who authorized me to do that?
That
Like,
minus
what?
15 was different. I haven't. Yo, it felt worse.
Honestly, every year, like obviously we live in Canada, we know the weather's gonna get cold.
Yeah.
But why is it a surprise every time it hits us?
always.
And apparently this year is gonna be one of the coldest winters, and they're trying to say next week's gonna be like feeling like minus 30.
I'm about to move again. I can't.
I'm gonna ask this again. Who's authorizing this kind of weather? Like, I just want to know, where's it coming from? Minus 30? When was the last time? What?
It's crazy.
Like, why? It's November.
It's crazy.
Ugh.
But yeah,
yes.
we are just, we'll see if you're in the club, this winter, what they're going to be in terms of the Tory Lanez.
Let us know, because I won't be there. I fumbled the bag.
I'm dead.
They're not allowing me in any more clubs.
Like I'm retiring from
They're probably gonna blacklist me at this point, and I'm not even mad at you guys. Like, I get it. So let us know when they're playing in the clubs.
And big up to Tory also and his team for like the overall.
Yes.
What is it called? What's that word I'm looking for? Promotion
Yes.
of the
Promotion
project.
Yes.
Like the
Yes.
promotion, like the cover art, everything to the T was just so good. Like he really brought us back, even in the promotion.
Yeah.
Like so, it's just a good body
Yeah.
project of body of work. To be honest.
Good job, Tori.
He
Kudos
worked,
to
he
you.
worked really hard on that. Shout out to you, Tory Lanez. But yes, moving on to somebody else that has been in the media and has been working hard.
As always.
Maybe not so much in the studio, maybe more in church. But yes, Mr. Kanye West himself, he has also been in the spotlight recently. He dropped his album titled Jesus is King with a track list of 11 songs. And I just want to highlight as well, the entire album from start to finish is 27 minutes long. He also composed a Jesus is King film that released on IMAX. We also saw Ye on a series of interviews. One specifically interview that he sat down with Zane Lowe to discuss his album, mental health, and his journey with God. How are we feeling about Mr. Kanye West? First of all, have we listened?
Yes. To the whole thing.
About 2 tracks.
I'm not even gonna lie. I have not listened to the album at all.
Why haven't you listened, JT?
I have not followed Kanye West since the Graduation album. I've told you guys this, and I haven't been a fan. Like ever since that album dropped, that's it. Like after the album,
You've checked out.
Yeah, I haven't been checking for him.
Fair enough.
I've replaced him with J. Cole. You guys know I've been talking. This is the 3rd episode, and Jermaine's name keeps coming up. So it is what it is. I haven't listened, so don't come for me. Don't come for me.
I listened to 2 songs by force.
I'm dead.
By force, like what? It was playing at work, and you just
No. I have a friend who's a big Kanye fan, and was
Okay.
playing the album, and I was open to listening to 2 songs. And after the second song, I'm like, nah, I can't do this no more. Let's change it to some soca or something.
Of course.
So the Soca ambassador has entered the chat.
How did I know?
She has entered the chat. Josephine is leaving the chat.
I'm here. But yeah, I listened to about 2 songs. Honestly, when it comes to Kanye, I will give him his credit because he is a musical genius. His production, his talent, I'm not going to take away from that because it is what it is. But I honestly can't deal with Kanye anymore. I honestly think that he just does way too much antics. I can't deal with it. Even though like you should be able to separate the person from the artist, I honestly I can't. I just honestly can't.
I think I might be in the same boat as you.
can't.
I think I'm having trouble separating the two. You're right. I think that's what it is.
So you guys basically feel like he's merging too much of his personal journey with the music. Minnie?
Yo, you guys know me.
Yeah, we're just
Listen,
waiting.
Kanye's biggest fan is Monique.
I love Kanye. I love Kanye. This morning I was like, I should get Kanye like something tatted. Like I love, like maybe like the
That
little.
far.
I love Kanye, and I'm so passionate. Maybe I won't get a tattoo. Maybe like a henna tattoo, but like I'm so passionate about him already because I think he's a genius. I think we don't understand him because he's so far ahead of where we are. I think Kanye is literally like 20 years down the line. But I love that we get to see like the musical side of Kanye, but also the personal side. I understand it looks like antics, but like this morning, like he talks about the fact that like he talks about his mental health, and he talks about how hard like it not being easy to separate like being diagnosed with bipolar disorder and being a musician. And then I just think that's so important. Like, what artist do you know has been able to just do so well musically and then still teach us? Like, I just feel like he provides that educational piece. Education in the way that might not always feel comfortable, because it, like, he goes up on stages and says things, or he talks about Trump. Like, it's not always comfortable for us, but if you kind of take a chance to like stop and understand what bipolar disorder is, it kind of makes sense as to why he does the thing that he's doing. And it might not always be bipolar disorder. It might just be Kanye's personality. Like, he has just always been this outright blunt, like, person that will tell you their mind. And I feel like a lot of celebrities, they shy away from being that true self, and they take a lot of time to like give you what you want to see. Like, they don't want to make you uncomfortable. Kanye doesn't give a shit if we're uncomfortable. He's telling us what it is as it is and whenever he wants. And that's why I love him, and I rate him so deeply, because I'm like, yo, who else is doing that? Like, what other black man is showing us all sides of his identity in that way? I don't know. I mean, I fell off. Don't get me wrong. When he did Yeezus and certain things and do twisted black dark fantasy, because those kind of things kind of scare me, not gonna lie. So I kind of fell off, but I think that I was very interested in this whole like Jesus Saves, Jesus is King album, because obviously my own faith, and I wanted to see like Wagwan, like what's really happening.
Yeah, and how you can connect too, right?
Exactly. And I just feel like the album, masterpiece. I will
give him that.
Masterpiece.
For a gospel album,
masterpiece.
It really speaks to that category of gospel. Like, if you are a gospel lover, if you're a Kirk Franklin, what was the other ones? Help me out.
I'm dead.
Tasha Cobbs.
Yes. If you are in that realm and that's you, this album speaks to that gospel.
And even if you just want inspiration, like, it doesn't even have to, it's just inspirational. Like, it's a very, like, it's an uplifting album. It's an uplifting album. And I think that's why maybe we all in the room don't love it, but it's doing well, and it's doing well for a reason.
But can we talk about too why it's doing well? So right now it is, or it was #1 somewhere on some big chart. But can we talk about why it's #1? Because in my opinion, anything Kanye does, good or bad, we're going to tune in. Yeah. You know what I mean? He puts out an album. It may be a gospel album, but we're going to click it. We're going to click that song. But people forget, like, you clicking it is still giving them a view. Yeah. At the end of the day, right? So is he #1 because it's a great body of work? Or is he #1 because we're all just nosy? And, you know, we always want to know what Wagwan.
We don't know. Maybe it's #1 in sales, or maybe it's just #1 in, like, attention. Like, but
I think it's a combination of both.
It's both. Yeah, I was gonna say that it's definitely both. People want to hear what it is. People want to see if he's back to the old Kanye, because I keep hearing the references old Kanye, new Kanye.
Yeah.
So a lot of people
which I don't even like, by the way.
There's people who want the old Kanye, and there's people who want to see if the new Kanye can redeem them or bring them along somehow, because they want to see if the old Kanye's in there somehow. So it was definitely a combination of both, of people, you know, clicking on to see what it is, and fans actually listening.
So why do you not like that? Because I'm interested, like, this old versus new. Yeah. Because I don't either.
For me, it's like, if someone asks me, I want the old Philly, I'm not giving you the Philly from high school, because I'm a almost 27-year-old woman. Like, you're not getting the old me. Yeah. Like, this is me now. Take it or leave it.
And if you don't like it, then go to someone else. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, respect what he had in the past, but if you don't like what he's doing now, then move on to Jermaine Cole.
I don't believe.
Yeah. I tuned in. I had it as JT did. I had out.
And that's the beauty about music. You don't have to love him. Yeah. You don't have to. And you don't have to agree with his antics. He could just be too much. You know what I'm saying? Because he can be a lot.
But yeah, his journey and his walk with God, I'm sure it's going to be something that he's just I mean, he says this is what he wants to do now throughout his whole career. So kudos to him and his family. I mean, they look happy. They look like they're, you know, they're still getting the bag from somewhere. So
And he went into the prison this week, and he's just doing amazing work. Like, he went into the prison, and like a lot of people will even start questioning his faith. But whether or not he's like Christian or whatever, however people want to question him, he's giving light and he's giving hope. And I think that in itself can be something that we respect. You know what I mean?
very smart move too, to go into the prisons with his wife. With his wife now doing prison reform. I mean,
She was there?
But I'm pretty sure she probably orchestrated it behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was a Texas one. I believe it was actually the same one that Rodney Reed went to, or something along those lines. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
Please
I
don't
don't
come
know.
for me. Don't at me either.
Because if you do, we'll lock off the comments.
Yeah, I do believe it was somewhere in Texas or something. But I'm sure she was definitely behind the scenes in that journey there. But yes, moving on though to a little bit more of a, I don't even know what to call this.
Somebody else, I don't listen to their music. Might as well. I feel like that's kind of. I don't listen to him.
Yeah, no, I understand. Are we even still here for 50 Cent's music?
No.
Like,
what does he do
I
music?
was a big fan back in the day.
I
I
was.
feel like now he's an actor though.
I really was a big fan as well.
He's
to
more
me,
so-
my little self, listening to G-Unit music. Who authorized me to do that?
That was the first album that I bought, and my mom was like, "Is everything okay?"
Like,
Wow.
Like-
I would be concerned too.
Yeah.
yo, but I have some of those songs on my phone. Like the
Yeah,
other day,
he
Mini
had
Man
bangers.
played.
Yeah, he had bangers.
Mini Man.
Hey.
Yo,
Don't stop.
JT hopped in the booth.
Yeah.
honestly, I don't remember the next couple words. So I wasn't hoping you guys were going to encourage me to do this. So my girls are bang bang.
Our real listeners too, they will rewind this back, because last week you told them you're a rapper.
I'll give you guys a little freestyle one day.
So-
One day when I'm a little bit tipsy, I'll give you guys a little freestyle.
That will be next year because
You're right. I'm not allowed to drink anymore.
Oh my goodness. So yes, Mr. 50 Cent recently came for Naturi Naughton. I hope I'm saying her name right too.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
with posting a meme of her side by side with some sort of mystical creature from the Mortal Kombat on Twitter. Honestly, guys, like, we're about to close out this whole decade, and we're still comparing black women to creatures.
coming from a black man.
Thank you.
I was just about to say that.
What?
Yeah.
And you know what's so funny? He did something similar to this, and she came on. She's like, "Yo, like, I kind of feel bad you did this. Like, can you not do this? It hurt my feelings." He apologized. He took it down. Why are you doing it again? Why do you keep picking on her? Like, I just want to know. Like, is it for clicks? Is it for?
It's for clicks.
Is it for
It has to be.
engagement? Like, what is it? Like, are you guys beefing that we don't know about on set?
But
like,
she said they weren't. I think she said on Twitter, like, yo, there's no beef. Like, there's no.
That's what her post said. She's like, do we have a
Yeah,
fight that I
that's
don't
what
know
I'm
about?
saying.
Like, why are you doing
I
this?
understand that's 50 Cent's nature now, that he trolls people, and you know, social media, people love stuff like that, so people are feeding into it too, so he keeps doing it. But like, your own coworker or your, like, someone you work with, like, doesn't
Yeah,
make sense.
why are you doing it? It doesn't make sense. And I feel like, dog, you have enough money. Like, you have enough money where you don't need to be posting memes.
That's a good question.
And making fun of
Yeah.
people that
Good
work
point.
for you. Like,
Yeah.
why are you doing this? Like, that's why I respect people like Jay-Z. Because, yo, come off of... No, I'm getting mad because come off of Instagram,
No,
dog.
but I feel
Come
bad
off.
because the girl already spoke about it. She
Yeah.
released a statement, a caption, whatever it is, and she already said, honestly, this hurt my feelings. You apologized. You guys moved on. She was the bigger person in that situation, and it happened again. So I just want to understand. There must be a beef. There has to be a
I don't
reasoning
think there
behind
is
it.
a beef, but knowing 50 Cent and even his track record on social media, he's a bully. And he'll poke and he'll poke and he'll poke and he'll drag you and make fun
But
of you
why
for
are
no
you like?
reason.
I'm
But
sorry.
it's childish.
Are
has
you
she-
in kindergarten?
But I feel like most of the time when he does that, isn't it like a little beef he started with someone? Like Tierra Marie, for example. Him and Tierra Marie had like their little lawsuit. So they had like an ongoing battle back and forth.
He's so
Understood.
annoying.
But like, why are you picking on
But
this
you
girl?
know, the difference with him is he takes it to the next level.
yeah.
So, but why?
Like-
Why is he picking on her? That's all I want to understand.
Especially because she works for him.
Exactly. Why are you picking? That's all I want to know.
Crazy.
It wasn't even funny. I saw him like, this is dumb. I felt
loved her.
so
her
bad.
Her clap back though. I loved what she said. She was like,
was classy with
there's
it.
so much I want to say, but you don't even have an Instagram account, so why waste my characters or come out of my character?
Hey,
but
wow.
but
Wow.
do pick up a copy of my upcoming book, What Not to Do When You're a Boss. I'm not a character. I'm a real person. I'm a woman. I am a black woman.
I'm going on Amazon right now and I'm ordering that
No,
book.
we should.
Like,
we should.
no. Like,
Yeah.
Let us finish the last giveaway before we give away.
I'm about to say next giveaway, and then I'm like, check your wallet. I was gonna read it and let you guys know how it was, but all right, you can do that too.
No,
But that was excellent clapback. Wow,
Excellent. Great
Yes,
example
I
of what
loved
not
it.
to do, because sometimes you can sit and type,
Yeah.
argue,
Yeah.
and then you end up looking worse.
Yeah,
And it's
true.
like, and then she might lose her job. I don't know if she's dead off on Power. I don't know what on Power, but you know what I mean? Like,
Me and
why?
Power? I couldn't tell you
What's the
what's going on.
point?
I don't watch it.
I don't know.
either.
I feel like 50 Cent. I don't want him to come for me next, but I feel like just retire. Either you just focus on your whatever you're doing with film, but come off of Instagram for.
But do you guys think it's also
off.
for like for more followers, for engagement? Do you think
He
it's
doesn't need that.
But I was gonna say, why does he still need it?
There's
Greed.
there's no such thing as too much followers.
Yeah,
There's
there
no such-
isn't.
He probably wants more followers. Like, he wants people to always talk about him. He wants to stay relevant.
Current.
Yeah.
Yes.
It might just be that. It might just be I
Yeah.
want to stay current.
But he has
Yeah.
to find another way, because right now it's looking like self-hate. And I'm like, is you getting followers worth it? Like, to hate on your own people and diss your own people
I
and
just
make
felt
your
so
own
bad.
people.
So
Like, why are
bad.
you bullying
I
us,
felt
dog?
so bad.
Why are you bullying us?
Yep.
As another, like a black woman, like, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, that could be any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just based on your hairstyle, based on like what you've done with your makeup that day. Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you have enough, like, get a life? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z's out here giving away Rolexes to come to his events, and you're creating memes and reposting memes?
Of black women at that too.
Let me not listen.
That's what happens when you're not booked and busy. That's why I keep telling people, stay booked and busy. You know, when you're booked and busy, you don't have time
Yo, you don't
for
have
this.
time for that. You'll be minding your own
Stay
business,
booked
in your
and
own lane.
busy. That's your goal for this week, guys. Stay booked and busy, because you don't want to be like 50 Cent. Like, I'm annoyed. It was childish. Like, I don't
So
agree with
childish.
That. No, you're 100 years old, sir.
Yeah. He's 50. How old is he?
50 is 50 Cent.
At least, yeah.
Yo, in the
Close to-
comments, someone said,
okay,
yo, get
I'm
this
dead.
2-quarter man out of the...
No, he's actually in his 50s now.
No. He's probably in his
approaching.
mid-30s.
Please Google. My good friend here. She's
on.
so good with the Google checks. She's
Mid-30s? No.
No,
There's no way.
He's,
He's,
like,
he's 44 still.
That's
Oh,
what
Yo,
okay.
he's
Yeah.
approaching 50.
Yeah.
he's a big man.
I'm surprised
And
he
you're
knows how to work
still
social
coming
media.
for people.
He probably has an intern doing it. He doesn't know how to use
He's a
it.
big man,
No,
yo.
but for real, what bothered me about this whole situation is, okay, as a woman, as a dark-skinned woman at that, thank you very much. Miss Notori, is that how I say it?
You're good.
Notori, right? Yeah, so for me, it just bothered me because I'm like, why are you still coming for black women? Like, I feel like all the characteristics of this Mortal Kombat man, you're relating it to a black woman. So basically what you're telling me is how she looks is not your ideal standards of how a woman should look or your ideal standards of beauty.
But we can look at 50 Cent's resume. You can tell the girls he's dated in the past. So.
And that's great. Like, that's great. But are you going to come for the people that created you? Like, I'm
Yeah,
confused.
Where's your mom, yo?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to. I get mad when I talk about this.
Yeah,
things,
me
you
too.
know.
It really bothers me.
Let me sip on my tranquil tea because he's stressed out my life, yo. Because no, but I don't like it, man. Like, it's 2019. Certain things we shouldn't be talking about right now.
Yeah.
Certain things in 2019, and I don't even want us to repost this picture. So if you want to see it, find it somewhere else because it won't be ever on Decoded page. Nope.
Yeah,
It can't.
no, never. But yes, let's just keep it moving. Miss Summer Walker. So I guess today is a little bit, guys, we don't want to make it about mental health either. So if you're listening, you know, we just want to inform and educate about what's actually going on in the world right now. Mental health is something that a lot of celebrities are struggling with. And for those of you who are out there and do struggle with this, like, please seek help. Number one, like, seek help, whether it's your friends, your therapy, whatever you got to do. Please seek help. We're not telling you because we're not doctors, so I'm not telling you what to do.
Yeah.
But yes, Miss Summer Walker herself, she has recently been in the public. She displayed her issues as well with social anxiety. She talked about it a lot this week, and she also revealed that she will actually be canceling a lot of her dates for her upcoming tour. But Toronto, not to worry. If you did buy tickets to Summer Walker, she's still scheduled to appear here November 25th at Rebel. So my question for the ladies is, as an artist of today, how can you manage being in the public eye and your mental health? Can you pick and choose? So, like, are you allowed to put them together? Should you keep them separate? Should you even come out publicly and say anything about your mental health? Like, what
I like what Summer Walker did because I think what happened was she had recorded something. What had happened was she recorded something with the MP, like Tiny Desk. And like the whole time, the whole time people are like, yo, why you look like that? Like, why are you so unapproachable? Like, why does she look bored? And she's like, I'm hella nervous right now. Like, my social anxiety is messing me up right now. I'm sorry. A lot of people have never heard someone talk about social anxiety. And now her being upfront with it is causing people to be like, okay, let me Google social anxiety. So I like it because I feel like it, as an artist, she's now giving us another lens and she's educating us as she's working. So I like it. I think it's important.
We're not used to seeing celebrities basically wear their hearts on their sleeve so publicly. They do it behind the scenes most of the time. So I guess Summer Walker actually putting out there, everyone's like, whoa, like, what are you doing? Why are you telling us this? You're an artist. You already signed up for this lifestyle. You should know. Yeah. You should know you have to give us a flawless performance. With going off of what Monique said on the NPR performance, people were on Twitter, like, literally, it was like a battle between people saying that's who she is versus people saying, but she had an interview before where she talked about her BBLU, her plastic surgery. So it's like, why is she picking and choosing which interviews or wherever to be herself? Or
and recently too, when she was just dancing with her man. And people are like, wait, so you can dance with your man and put it on live?
But people don't understand, like, it's not an everyday thing. It's not something that affects you every day. I
don't even think it's even a point of her picking and choosing, because even the interview with her and
we'll find out. Some of the comments will correct us. Yeah, don't she talk about her plastic surgery, right?
Yeah, she's talking about her plastic surgery.
And
so
yes,
Ari Lennox.
Yes, Ari Lennox. Oh my gosh.
So you guys are okay with Felicia singing, but when I sing, it's a big issue.
So she was doing an interview with Ari Lennox, who she actually has a personal relationship with. So they're familiar with each other.
Okay, yeah.
I think it has to do with her also being comfortable and being around that person. So it also has to do with her environment. And even when she's dancing with London on the track, that's her man. So she's comfortable.
And she's in the couch in her living room.
Yeah.
That's different. Tiny desk. We can't see an audience, but there's an audience there.
And even when she's performing, that's a huge ass audience with thousands of people who she's not comfortable with. My girl's probably sweating bullets.
Yeah, she did say that though.
Yeah,
and
she did
say that.
Her social anxiety is like public. It's more of like a public thing. It's not so much a one-on-one issue.
Yeah.
Exactly. And a lot of people, they're coming for it. They're like, okay, so how come it feels like you're picking and choosing? She's not really picking and choosing.
Yeah.
And also the thing that bothers me about it is that she's human.
My whole thing too is with the whole being in the public eye, I feel like we're in a new generation where we are not used to celebrities being on such a high platform, especially if you were born like a 90s kid, for example. When I used to, when we had our loves like Aaliyah and all these great people that were out at the time, we weren't so much looking into their personal life. We appreciated that drop, their music video on BET. Like, we would stay up all night just to watch. Like, there was different things that we were looking at, you know? Now it's like, oh my God, we're looking at how many Instagram followers you got. What are you doing? What's your personal life? Who's your man? Like, I feel like back in the day, no one cared about that shit.
No, but you know what? It's because now we have access to it.
Exactly.
I can easily Google it right now,
media.
and I'll find out who Summer Walker is talking to.
And she's also let us in, like her whole album. Like I already know Wagwan. I don't know who your man is, but I know your man.
I feel like we feel like we know people now because of social media. Like they are letting us in. So, like for example, the Aaliyah thing, you probably didn't know what Aaliyah was going through because she wasn't there snapping it or Instagramming it, or maybe when she was going on tour. We weren't there behind the scenes.
Even when Aaliyah went on BT with R. Kelly, and they're like trying to like, yo, tell us what's going on with you and R. Kelly, and they're like, she's like, we're friends.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was a wanting to keep things private, whereas now I feel like celebrities, and it could be Summer Walker, is out here like posting, oh, we broke up, oh, we did this, and all of that is just adding to her sales. Her album was great, by the way, but all of that is just adding to her sales. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there might be this element of like sometimes she wants to hold back, but then it's like, but if I give more, the people are gonna come more. You know what I'm saying?
Feel like we or they, but I'll add myself too. I feel like we love social media so much. We always want to tell people what's going on. Like, or you're tweeting everything that happens to you. So it's like when it's in the moment, I think for like, celebrities forget like, okay, I'm a celebrity, but they'll tweet about nonsense like, okay, my boyfriend just pissed me off. We broke up. But not forgetting that thousands, millions of people are now experiencing this breakup with you now. So we're on board with you now, and now all of a sudden he's back, like, and now he's trying to get you back from through a concert or whatever the case may be. So every step we're there with you now. So I guess everyone's forgetting, like, back to social media, it's something we're addicted to, so we have to let everyone know what's going on, and that's why we have access to them.
Yeah, this is why too I appreciate, going back to Mr. Jermaine Cole, I appreciate the artists that just come out with a body of work, they drop it there and they leave the chat. Like I appreciate that to the core.
Yo, I think that's why.
Because I feel like, yo, that's all I needed.
That's
all
all
I
I
wanted
needed.
was your music.
That's all I needed. And to
That's
this day, I
all
still
I
don't know where he
needed.
is. He dropped.
The man is wherever you are, Jermaine Nicole.
He's working on the next one.
Yo,
He had just had his child. You know, he's spending time with his family. Like,
yo, fam, I didn't even know the man was married. I'm here thinking I had a chance.
Wow.
I'm here educating myself about.
You definitely
you
married
don't
his
know
high
that.
school sweetheart.
You don't know that.
Okay, don't come for me.
Let's not be too quick here. You never know. Sometimes people don't work out. And Jermaine Cohen.
So you're trying to be like last week's dirty laundry.
Oh, I'm a hypocrite. Yo, honestly, this weekend has not been a great one for me. Honestly, I'm gonna have to log out because nothing's working for me.
Not even the tea.
Yo, it's not. But
That's so funny.
I thought you guys figured it out at this point. Like, I've been saying I love the man, so I thought you guys figured out, like, there was some type of interest. So
That's so funny.
Yes.
But yeah, you're right, Felicia, yes.
Speaking on that whole term, about artists just dropping a body of work and leaving it there. Miss Aiko, she recently just dropped a song, None of Your Concern, featuring Big Sean. The song displayed some raw emotions, touching on breakups, sex, and love. Big Sean also had a verse that caught the attention of many. Have you guys heard the song?
I heard the song.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I heard it too much time.
I love
Yes, I heard the song. And it was because everyone was talking about it.
Amazing.
All I heard was something about sex. I'm like, let me go quick and go listen to this. Let me just quickly make my way
You
to
know what's
Apple Music.
crazy? The comments, so many people were saying like they actually Googled the lyrics before they even played the song.
Wow.
All I'm
Yeah.
saying is I understand why Janae has Big Sean's face. Well, did have his face on her back. It makes all the sense. Come on. That little tattoo section, I completely understand. Come on. Makes sense. I get
But
it.
that's what I was trying to figure out too, because I was trying to, do my research today, and they kept saying like it's her ex-boyfriend, so they're not together.
They're not,
like,
they broke
They
up.
broke up a long time ago.
Yeah. But I feel like they're kind of still,
But are they?
they're
well,
talking or.
Okay, they're
Well, they're
talking.
doing something because
Double
the
dipping,
lyrics.
something.
They're doing something. Something are going.
Unless they're talking about their past.
Yeah, and it really is none of our concern.
Wow.
It's not of our concern, but it's not our concern because we know. We know. I'm here. You have my attention. I've entered the chat.
JT has entered back the chat.
I'm entered the chat. You know when you're on Snapchat, your little head keeps popping up? That's me. That's me right now in the chat. I'm waiting for you guys to respond. So
That's so funny.
like,
Well, Big Sean responded. He responded. And his verse in the song stated, I made you come 9 times in one day. Your 2 lips should come in a vase.
My God.
You rolled my face. I realize you look as good as you taste.
good thing my dad only listens to gospel podcasts because if my father heard this today, whew,
Mom, I'm sorry.
I'm just happy. The only podcast is gospel. I'm happy
sorry.
right now.
I'm speechless.
Wow. Yeah, literally.
I'm actually speechless.
That's poetic.
Oh, it is. I agree. I agree.
9 times.
Big Sean, 9 times.
So what are you doing differently, Big Sean?
That's what thank you. Honestly, Big Sean has become like one of my faves current. All of a sudden, he's my
He's
fave.
always been a fave.
That's funny because
all of a sudden,
lyrically,
he's a fave.
Yeah, lyrically, he's always
I'm gonna
been.
follow him on Instagram right now.
Just
actually,
for
too.
this.
I'm gonna follow him and like all his pictures too. I think I should do that. Maybe slide in his DMs afterwards too. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. Am I doing too much?
I've been a Big Sean fan since Finally Famous.
Okay. I'm not saying I wasn't a fan, but now I'm just.
Now
he has my
now
attention.
you're entering the chat.
He has my attention. Okay.
But yeah, I actually really like him with Janine Aiko, because he's dated a few girls in the past that, not to say it's any of my business, like, but I see how they vibe. I can definitely see how they
There was
are
one that just wore a
compatible.
ponytail her whole career, but I'm not gonna say no names.
We don't have to say no names.
Wait, I want to know who was.
Ponytail.
Oh no,
Ponytail.
we will
Ponytail.
not say that name on this podcast.
Fam only wears. You know what?
Nah,
Ponytail.
that I liked Big Sean until that. When that happened, I said bye. I gotta go. I didn't care. I was like, what's going on?
So because he said, sorry, that 9 times you've entered back the chat.
No,
now you
I'm
like him.
chilling. Eh? My mom listened to the pod. I'm chilling. I what do you guys think about that? Is that too much or is it necessary? Like,
What do you mean that's too much?
no,
That
no.
was my
I'm-
whole question too.
Yeah, like, is it?
Oh, you mean like
like
I thought you meant,
in
like,
music, not in real
My
life.
my
Go
mind
do
my
your
mind
own-
went straight to the gutter when you said it was too much. Sorry. No one better not leak this episode to my dad, huh? I'll lock off the
Yeah,
comments.
like how do we feel about them now basically publicly displaying their sex life? Like,
But they've been doing that.
They've been doing
Yo,
that.
they're being each other's comments when they're dating. She'll be right, I'm waiting
with
for
the
you,
little
daddy.
eggplant.
Or something inappropriate. I'm here like, yo, there's probably 13-year-olds reading this right now. Like, you guys can't text each other.
I think Instagram actually also is going to be banning, or maybe they already did, the eggplant emoji.
It's just an eggplant.
Yeah, I think they're actually like
Yo, I'm
banning
telling
it or
you,
doing something along
we will
those lines.
find something else.
Yeah, what would the cucumbers
They'll have
still?
to ban the peach too.
Oh yeah, I
All
heard about
that.
that.
If we're gonna ban one, we gotta ban all of them.
I've used the peach too, so it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
But they're at the same time they're adults. You know what I'm saying? So they're
They are,
adults.
yeah.
And I mean, a lot of guys can learn a lot from.
They could learn a lot. I think they should listen to that verse again.
But he didn't say. Well, I guess he did say how, but not how can they learn? Like, he didn't really go into details.
They can Google how do I do what Big Sean says to do. Like,
Never
Sad.
mind the fact that he said that she tastes as good as she looks.
that was so cute. Is that
You
meant to
think
be
that
cute? Yo, my mind is I'm toxic. I was like, oh,
It's cute though. It's cute. It's cute. I'm also like all Big Sean's pictures. Each and every one of them.
No, I just because let me give you some background, okay?
Okay.
Before my mom comes for me. So basically, what I'm saying is, so a lot of guys just look at women as like a sexual object. You know what I'm saying? Like, you taste good, guys. Yeah, duh. But it's like in the back, he's saying, nah, you look good. So you're also like a beautiful person, and you taste like he's saying like you're not just sex. You're not. It's just not a sex thing. Like I actually see. Am I giving any? Is that helpful?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, we get it.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
we get it. Yeah,
I do get it.
Yeah.
And I love how he related it back to how she looks. He didn't just
Yeah.
keep it with, oh yeah, you taste good.
And
you
it,
know?
it for some odd reason it wasn't too vulgar for me. Like
No,
I've
it
heard,
wasn't.
I've heard
It
certain
so
rappers
sensual.
describe their sexual experience with girls, and it's just like, sir, does your mother listen to this? Like,
Yeah.
It's really vulgar sometimes. But like the way he worded it, I'm like, Big Sean, I have to like all your pictures.
You can tell
man.
he respects her.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
other artists are very trashy, but he did it very respectable,
Yes,
classy,
yes.
raw way.
Considering that, like, let's say if it is, it's still his ex. Considering his ex, he still like respected her. Like a lot of guys don't respect their
Yeah.
ex. Like,
And they all they made a video together as well. The video is beautiful. And I love the fact that the video was like the opposite of the song. Because the song is already a lot. So it's not like they were on the bed together in the video.
Because they could have
and-
done that.
Yeah, they could have done that. And I respected that they didn't. She kept it more like authentic, like her style, very like nature
Oh, I
and
love
all
it.
that.
I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
So I
spiritual and
respected
stuff, yeah.
that. Yeah, I did respect that a lot. Good for you.
yeah. But how do you guys feel about how she dropped the album? Like so Beyonce kind of.
Oh, the
I love
single.
it. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's all I need. Drop your album and you can leave the chat,
Okay.
and I'm fine.
So
I
how do you
will
guys
still
feel
come to
about
your concert?
How do you guys feel about like the no promotion sound? Like I feel like a lot of people did. I think Wale did it too. Okay, maybe I'm lying. I can't remember. Some other people did it.
Yeah.
And how do you guys feel about that? Like artists is just dropping their singles or their albums without any
I'm here
promotion.
for it.
I like it. Just do it, man. Just do it. Because to me, I actually have to know who you are.
It's true.
She can do it because her fan
She has a
base,
fan base for
is
that.
like Shade was up 12 a.m., 12:01, like
Yo,
reposted.
Janae Aiko releases a song at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
12 o'clock, 8 seconds in. I'm tapping in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because she has a fan base like that, you know what I'm saying? She can do that. Some people can't do that yet.
But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking it's a new way of it's a new strategy. Because you know what it is? A lot of people start talking about people like, yo, it could be literally, I don't know, give me a name, give me an artist. It could have been Big Sean. And someone would be like, yo, Big Sean just dropped an album. And everyone would be like, wait, what? Like everyone will talk about it. So I think
It's
it's a
good
new
for
strategy.
marketing,
Yes.
yeah.
It's a form of promotion, but it's a silent promotion. So what
Yeah.
it is, I'm going to drop it and I'm going to let social media talk about it. I think that's what it is. It's a new way of promotion. And I'm trying to figure out if you guys like that or the normal way of promotion. Like, okay, we're giving our fans a month's notice.
I love it.
I think giving a month's notice sometimes, like what Tori did, like it makes you have too much high expectations for what you're gonna listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're all like, oh, what is it gonna have? Whereas if you just drop it, people are not expecting nothing, so they automatically like it more because
Yeah.
you didn't have to give this to me. We see it more as a
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, like where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's powerful still.
I appreciate it too. And I appreciate the fact that I think a lot of artists, with just dropping it, they cut out the middleman. So you cut out the people that have to do all the promo and the
Yeah,
billboards and all,
yeah.
and you got to spend money here, there, and everywhere. If you just drop it, you don't got to worry about all that. You literally just drop it and that's it. Whatever people have to say, I think they're going to click anyways too, right? Just like Kanye. That's why probably he's number one. He didn't really do too much promotion
Yeah.
before that
Yeah.
Jesus is king. So, yeah. But yeah, shout out to you, Big Sean, if you want to let us know.
The way.
Alrighty, so getting into the no filter. This week we have Shade.
Okay, so my no filter for this week, before I even start, just a disclaimer. I don't have any kids. So parents, please don't come for my neck. Please. So my no filter
None
this
of us
week,
have kids, by the way.
none of us have kids.
Yeah, none of us have kids.
I
Yeah.
forgot to tell you guys something.
Yeah.
Yo.
Don't bother. So my no filter this week is about badass kids in public. So last week I was at Fortino's reversing out of the parking lot. I check my blind spots. I check everywhere. All of a sudden, I'm reversing, and next thing you know, I see a kid right behind me, right behind my car. I had to push on my brakes so I don't hit the people that hit me. And I'm like, where the hell does this kid come from? First of all, if you're in public with your kid, especially on the road, why aren't you not holding your child's hand?
Especially in a parking lot.
Especially in a parking lot.
Yeah.
So the child's mom runs from a distance to hold her kid's hand, and the kid's resisting. Me?
Right?
Me? As a kid, resisting my mom's hand.
Yeah.
Just to look alone.
Yeah.
Terrified. I'd be terrified.
Yeah.
Parents, why is it that when you're in public with your kids are trailing behind you? You're not holding their hands. And they feel the need to be very disobedient and very disruptive and loud. I don't understand. I really don't understand.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to, get my fruits and veggies half the time in the store. Kids are balling out, just
And I'm not trying to tell you how to parent your kid either, because I would never do that. But like, honestly, sometimes if you bring them out in public and they're very like disruptive or they're loud and they don't have any brought-up-see, for all my Jamaicans or West Indians who know what brought-up-see means, your kid was brought up properly.
Josephine has left the chat.
Please keep them at home or keep them very close to you, because people like me, I won't do anything. I'll just sidestep them and make you deal with that. But honestly, just parents, please.
it should be their responsibility too. Like, if you're gonna bring your kid out, hold your kid's hand. Like, I'm not saying you need to put them on one of those little leashes.
That's what I was gonna say.
Those
Because
leashes.
I hate
No.
those. Because your child is not a dog.
No.
Are you back? Is JT back?
You entered the
I
chat?
heard the aside.
I'm back in the chat. My head's popping up again. Why do people put their kids on leashes? Why?
It's only certain people.
And so funny. They don't even put I'll see them holding their dog. Like the dog is. Sometimes the dog is even in a stroller.
Thank you.
I'm
I was just
dead.
about to say that.
I'm
The dogs
dead.
are in strollers nowadays.
I feel like the dogs have better treatment than the kids. I'll see these dogs in the malls without no leash, living their life freely. And why is their kid on a leash? That's all I want to know.
It's a weird thing. I've never understood it.
How bad could your kid be though?
No,
I
some kids
think
will
it goes
move.
back to discipline. It's like not even discipline, but like should they say being able to not control your kid, but like your kid has to have some respect for you, and you have to have some respect for your kid. If there's respect there, like the kid will be like, yo, I'm not gonna move wild. Cause my mom's gonna regulate right now. Like, you know what to do in certain situations. So for you not to be able to handle your kid, like, and you have to put him on a leash, you have to resort to going on Amazon and type in a kid leash and putting on your kid. That's wild.
Sometimes there's like a behavioral thing with kids though. Like, they're not just out here trying to be bad. Like, there's actually like a behavioral like diagnosis that's causing them to react in the way. Like, sometimes I'm at the mall like, a couple days ago and I see kid rolling like doing cartwheels in the middle of the mall.
But is the leash necessary?
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe someone who has a child will say something differently, like, yo, sometimes I kind of want a leash, but me with no kids, I can't see myself putting. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't go in certain spaces with my child that cause them to become aggravated, or maybe like.
No, but you can't say that. As a parent,
Yeah,
sometimes,
you have to just take
trust
them where
me,
you go.
You have
Yeah.
to. As a parent, it's really hard to make.
If I put my kid on a leash, I'm making it look like it's not a leash. I will
How?
I don't know. I have to put some sparkles or something, but I just don't like bedazzle the leash. But I just genuinely don't like how the leash looks. I
Yeah,
feel
same
for
here.
me it goes deeper. It just feels like you've now made this child look like an animal.
Yeah.
I think that's why I can't really, it doesn't sit
And
right
back
with me.
to too, like what you were saying about the behavioral issue. Like, some kids are actually like clinically diagnosed with certain like I don't know, behavioral disorders and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if this kid actually has a problem, or can we not?
Or are they?
Is it always that easily, like, apparent to see?
I don't think it's easy to tell. I don't think just by looking first glance.
It's not easy because you can't look at someone's kid and be like, oh, this kid has an issue. You can't. Kids, let's not forget, kids are going to be kids.
Yeah.
We've
they
all
are.
been kids before. Put yourself back to your 4-year-old self being in Walmart and seeing so much chocolate and you're like, yo, I want to grab it. Your mom's telling you don't grab it. And you're like, Mom, like, why can't I grab this Kit Kat? Like, what are you telling me? Why can't I take it? Like, you're not understanding why that adult's telling you can't have what you want. So put yourself back in that kid's shoes. Like, you're a kid. So you see things differently.
Yeah.
Hold your damn kids. That's all we're trying to say.
No, and it's for safety, yo. Like, what if it's good as Shade and not me, because I would have run. It's good because we spoke about
Back to your no filter.
my driving
Yeah.
last week. Not everyone's out here like that. Learn how to duck kids on the road. You know what I'm saying?
And thank God for those cameras. The cameras are in like a lot of cars these days.
I don't have backup
luxury.
cameras.
You hear my car
If you
speaking.
have
We don't have no
that
cameras,
luxury.
man. We don't have no cameras. So if your kid is
You
behind my
have that
car,
luxury?
good thing it was you and not me, because certain things I just can't see by accident.
Check your blind spots, people.
Yeah,
This is another
especially
goal
in this
for
winter.
this week.
In the winter too, because it's out here getting dark at 2 p.m.
No, it's true. Like, it's true. The
2
other
p.m.
day, the day when the snow happened, and I talked about that before that happened. Yo, literally at 3 o'clock, it was dark. I'm like, what's
Pitch
going on?
black.
It's weird.
What's going on? So I
It's
can't even get a little bit
weird.
of sunlight. Like, no.
But yeah, let's just move on though. Enough of kids. Enough with the picnic them. We're gonna move on to the dirty laundry. So this week we also got another dirty laundry from another brave soul. We do appreciate all of you guys that have been commenting and interacting with the podcast as well. Thank you very much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read what this young lady had to say. So she writes, "Hi Decoded. Please keep me anonymous for this dirty laundry submission," which we will do. "I'm a 26-year-old woman and I'm currently in a sticky situation with my best friend who is a male. We have been friends for almost 10 years and I've recently been interested in taking our friendship to the next level, possibly a relationship. I feel like I'm torn with expressing how I feel due to the fact that I cherish his friendship and also the fear of being rejected. Should I tell him how I feel, or should I suppress my feelings and move past them for the sake of our friendship? What should I do?"
Wow. I don't believe in suppressing nothing. I think life is too short.
Come on, Kanye.
Listen, if you like the man, tell the man you like him. If he doesn't like you, just have to say you're drunk and act like it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just know. You just have to say, sorry, oh, wrong message, wrong person. Like, you just have to play it off. You have to find a way to. I wouldn't say.
How can you play that
But
off?
what
No,
if she's
you
planning to
text him?
tell
If
him?
you text him and you're like, "Hey, I've been thinking about it. I think I kind of like you," and he's like, "Oh, I only see you as a friend." I'm like, "Oh," I would say, "Oh shit,
Wrong
person,
conversation.
wrong convo." You
Wrong
just have to
convo.
dunk out of that quick.
But would you though?
Would I what?
Like, would you really do that?
What should I do then? What should I do? Is just say, oh, "Okay, I wish you liked me." Like, what should I do? I have to say it was an error.
But what if she approached him in person? Because
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, if I'm going to be expressing my feelings, those type of feelings to you, I'm not going to do it in text message. I'm going to want to speak to you in person.
Because it could come off
Yeah.
the
It
can
wrong
come off the
way.
wrong
Me too.
way.
I'll do it. Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. You know me, I'm always disagreeing with you guys. So I feel like you shouldn't do it. Reason being, like, you guys are friends, and once you express that to him, the friendship is not going to be the same. So I don't know, do you value the friendship more, or do you want to see where this is going to go? It's where you're standing. If you know this is something every time you see him and it's like, damn, like,
Yeah.
I can't see myself with anyone else. I want to go in and actually start a relationship with you then by all means, girl, do it. Tell him. But if you value the friendship more, if you know, like, you don't have any other guy friend and he's the one that actually keeps it real with you, and like, you're not gonna find a guy out there like that, a guy friend, then I say you shouldn't say anything.
Or maybe wait it out, because sometimes sometimes you'll see a friend and you'll be like, "Yo, you look," in your head you're like, "He looks good today." But just because he looks good today, or doesn't mean that you necessarily like him to the point where you need to tell him that you like him, because that could change a lot.
But if she's writing it to us, I think she's been like
Thinking
about it for a
thinking,
while.
yeah,
that
yeah.
she needs another opinion. Like, she's been thinking about it. So
And keep in mind too, like they've been friends for almost 10 years.
Okay.
So it's not like it's a recent thing either.
Wow.
Me now, if you like the man, girl, tell the man you like him.
Tell him. What if he likes you too?
Yeah, what if he...
But like, I also I wish I can ask her, like, is there any signs there? Like, sometimes you can tell a little. Like, I feel like sometimes you can tell.
I feel like the way that she's writing it, she's getting some type of mutual energy from him as well. Like, there's no way that he's not flirting with you, nothing.
But I feel like sometimes with the opposite sex, like, when you become so close with them, it's like, maybe I can see you as a boyfriend or whatever. Like, you're so nice to me. Like, you treat me better than other people. He could just be
being nice.
He can just literally.
So she could just be mistaken the niceness. Yeah. For, oh my God, I could be in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
And that's why I still think she should say something. But she could, it's how you frame it. Just be like, oh, like, I don't know how to frame it. But she could literally be like, you know what? Like, I've been thinking, like, yo, I actually gel with you really well. Like, you and I should try a thing. Giggle.
Yeah, but I don't know if I love the trying thing, because I feel like after you try, not only do you tarnish the friendship, but you tarnish whatever the hell you just tried.
Well, obviously she doesn't want to try. She wants to be big up in relationship or marry the guy. But say try, so that if he says no, you're like, oh yeah, like the blow doesn't hit as hard.
Yeah, that's true.
But like, okay, you guys put yourself in this situation. Let's say you guys have a friend, and you guys have been friends for 10 years, and he comes to you and goes, hey, like, I like you. And you don't have that same feeling, and then are you guys gonna be able to move on from that? Because you've kind of rejected him in a way, and now you're like, oh damn, like I didn't even know you liked me. So now, are you guys able to do the same things you guys were doing before? Like, I don't know.
It depends on you as a person. Because me personally,
it's gonna be awkward a little though. You guys don't think so?
I've been through that, and I can personally sit here and say like, we're still friends.
Yeah, you can still be friends. Maybe
it's just me.
Yeah,
I agree with Philly. Maybe initially you guys may need a little bit of time apart from each other, so the weirdness kind of phases out.
Yeah.
But eventually the friendship, it will most likely be the same.
So do you think that person's feelings going to disappear though?
It could.
It could.
It has to disappear. If the man doesn't like you,
what are you gonna do? Go send notes and
right?
No, I'm saying like it's gonna be hard for them.
You're a 26-year-old woman. Like if he doesn't like you, you have to just hug the L. Just I don't know, put self-care to like I don't know. Like,
and there's other people out there. So once they remove their I guess attention or even their likeness of you, they're gonna go on to somebody else.
Exactly.
They're not just gonna be stuck on that.
So my girl probably like can't see nobody else right now because she's so hooked on this guy who could be, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as the guy's like, nah, sis, I don't like you like that, then she'll open her eyes to new people around him. So I don't know. It's up to you.
I really feel like she should.
And she'll get an answer too. Like I feel like if you don't ask, you'll never know.
She'll be living with the what if.
What if? And then you have to go to the guy's wedding and be balling in the washroom. and then he's asking you to be godmother of the kid you wanted. No, say what you want, yo. Say if you want the man, just say something. Life is short. Say something. If he doesn't like you, then you move on, man. That's my advice. That's my advice. JT looking at me like,
I said what I said. Let me know if you go with my advice. If not, then, do your thing.
Okay, so moving on. So this portion of the podcast, we all are going to be talking about our current favorites, what we are currently loving for this week. So I guess, I'm actually up first. This week, I was really into Burna Boy. Not that I haven't been into him. I've been into him now for a while, but I recently just discovered his live orchestra performance that he did with Audio Mac, and that's on YouTube. And woo, that was just, that took me back. First of all, the man performed the song live, and he sounds the exact same.
That's
with
these days.
A whole orchestra. I'm talking orchestra, like violin.
That's rare this day and age. A lot of people live performances.
Yes, and he had violin and everything, like all these like amazing instruments of people that do this for a living, and there he was performing. Like it was so seamless.
So good.
You guys have to watch that performance. Please. It has over 1 million views already, and it's been out for about 2 months.
Come on, Africa, stand up. What? Finally. Like,
can I ask you a question though about Burna Boy? Do you think yes, Africa stand up, but he came out of London. He came out of Nigeria though.
He came out of Nigeria.
But wasn't he living in England?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I don't know where he was living initially.
I feel like he's a London guy. I feel like he came out of England, and I wonder if that had to do with his success.
I'm going based upon the music. I'm going based upon the music. promoting right now.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Afrobeats.
It's Afrobeats to the core. Yeah.
Yes, it's Afro. So I'm bigging up that because there's a time, we didn't have our own genre. Like, go to these parties, it was only reggae, hip hop, and trap. That was it. There was nothing for Africans. So the only time you hear us when we go to our parties, our weddings, our little baby namings, and that's the only time I would listen, or even in my house where if we're having a party, we'll play African music. It wasn't really accepted in mainstream. So finally that's here, and I love that you guys love it as well. You guys can vibe to it. It just hits me different.
Yeah, it's so good.
It just hits me different. So that's why it makes me so happy.
Good.
And I'm happy he's accepted in the mainstream as well. Like Burna Boy's doing amazing things. Big up yourself.
And you know what I love about him? He's accepted in the mainstream, but he's not turning into mainstream. Like even he's staying true to himself, and he's going back and he's teaching us about Africa and certain things from his album. Do you know what I learned from the album?
Me
African
too.
Giant.
Yo, he taught us stuff. Like that's big. He's putting out good music.
Never mind his mom. When his mom accepted that BET Awards on his behalf, she took me out that night. Honestly, the woman got on stage and said, for all the young people out there, please remember you were African before anything else.
Yep.
Period. And she walked off.
It's about time, yo.
Yeah.
It's about time. It's about time that Africa, like, you know what I'm saying, like the continent gets its recognition. Because if we think about all these genres of music, I'm pretty sure it might have started all the way back in the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Miss JT, you're up.
So my current fave this week is actually something I saw on Instagram first. Jackie Aina, one of my faves, was actually doing like a makeup routine. And
so you do like Jackie? I feel like you came for me.
No, you said something. And then you looked at me like, oh, JT, why? I'm like, no, what are you talking about?
You didn't give me any emotion when I said her name.
Yeah, but I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Was I supposed to get up and clap? Like, I didn't know what she wanted me to do.
Just for clarification, we're pro Jackie Aina here.
I actually love her. So I was so confused when you said, I'm like, why are you singling me out?
We really did connect with her over the last weekend.
Yes, we did. We did, yes. So I was watching her Instagram story, and she was doing, like, she does these, like, makeup, like, she get ready with me basically in her Instagram, and she ran off and came back with like this little at first I'm like, what kind of headpiece is this, like what is it? And it was like it was like a head protector. So she put it on, and then she put on her sweater, and I'm like, dog, you just put me on to something that I didn't know I needed. So basically it's a protector hood. It's a chiffon with zipper closure that protects your hair and makeup while you dress. It says it on the package. I'm looking at the package right now, guys. And she added the link to her Instagram. I've never clicked on a link so quick. And I added it to my cart. And when I went, they're like, this item's currently unavailable. So when I watched that live, it was probably like 6 hours.
Wow.
It was 6 hours ago. So meaning all her followers probably been purchasing this. Like crazy. So I was on a wait list. Finally, I got it on Thursday. And I love it because for me, when I'm wearing sweaters or like white shirts, whatever, and I do have makeup on that day, it does transfer. So I would put on like a head tie here looking like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like I'm looking hella scary in my room, trying to put on a top so it doesn't transfer. My makeup doesn't transfer onto my clothes. So finally that I have something I can literally zip on my head. It's weird. If you guys Google it,
Does
it's
it look
weird.
like a mask?
It actually,
like a net.
It looks like a net on your
Can't
head.
I just use a plastic bag?
No.
You could use a plastic bag,
That's
but
dirty.
It doesn't work this. It's gonna slide, and for those of you that like ever use those laundry bags that you put your bras and like your delicates in, it pretty much looks the exact as like same as that, right?
But it's literally
it's
like
bigger for your head.
It's like basically to fit your head, and it has a zipper. So
Zipper in the front.
yes. So
We'll
it's
post
perfect.
it. We'll post it.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, yo, anyone who like, especially in the winter, you're wearing turtlenecks, you don't want it to transfer. Like, it's perfect. Like, I love it, and that is my current fave for this week.
Nice.
So my current fave for this week is it's a silk almond yogurt alternative. So for those of you who don't know, I'm pescatarian. And although I am pescatarian, I still consume dairy, which I gotta cut out because when I consume dairy, it does something to my face, and I'm not here for it.
Yeah.
But I love yogurt, and I recently discovered Silk's almond-based yogurt, and my favorite this week is also the strawberry flavor. So for everyone whose favorite yogurt is Activia like mine, or just you like yogurt or you want to try it, you can go to... I found mine at Fortino's because I always grocery shop at Fortino's in the organics or non-dairy section, and that's where I found it, and that is my current favorite for this week.
I have a question. Do you think, Shade, that Black people, because I've heard this a lot, that we shouldn't consume dairy? Like, how do you, like, what's your...
We should not consume dairy.
Yeah.
It is bad for your skin, and it is bad for your insides. And there's so much pus in milk. It is disgusting. And I don't care how many times it's purified, it's clean, it's disgusting. You should not be drinking milk. I drink cashew and almond milk.
Yeah.
Cashew and almond milk is so good.
Yeah.
I can't do milk no more.
Yeah, because so many people now are lactose intolerant, so it's crazy. It's...
And not only being lactose intolerant, but it hurts your stomach. I don't know about you guys, but like when you consume dairy, doesn't it just hurt your stomach?
You don't play with dairy. If I want to leave my house, I can't really play with it, to be honest. I just leave it alone.
But yeah, I've been off milk for a while now. Just eat my little dairy yogurt, my non-dairy yogurt.
So my current fave this week, I'm really been big into like self-care and stuff like that. So I've been wanting like an aromatherapy like diffuser. So I finally got a little paycheck, so I decided to treat myself to that. And I love it. Like it's probably, I've probably forgot it on right now. But I bought the diffuser itself. So basically you just add water and then you add the oils, and then it's like based on the scent that you've put in, the essential oil, it's supposed to do, like, it has different purposes. So for me, I've been using lavender a lot this week because I just feel like it's giving me like that relaxation. I also got peppermint, which is supposed to like stimulate your senses. So I might use that in the morning, and then eucalyptus if I'm trying to like detoxify or have that feeling of being cleansed. So I don't know, I love it. Definitely gonna be a little bit of an expensive hobby because I feel like the oils are kind of steep.
They're kind of pricey, but if you go on Amazon and you buy them in bulk, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Like, I feel like first I was like super into like plants, which I still am, but now I'm like, yo, I want to like collect oils. Like, you know when you're younger and you like collect like Digimon, Pokemon cards and them things, like, or Barbies, but or like Tamagotchi or whatever. Now I'm about to collect oils. You'll come to my house and there's gonna be just a stack of oils.
So that's your Christmas gift.
Yeah,
and there's so many concoctions too that you can make. Like, I remember I was watching this one girl on YouTube that she basically uses oils for like a form of therapy. So she was talking about like all the oils that she mixes, and she carries it in her purse, like in a little like vial. Yeah. And she'll just like put it on her pulse points when she's feeling like anxiety or like stress. So they're very beneficial. Yeah,
I love natural things because, yo, the doctors, if you go to them, they will tell you to take this, that, everything. They will tell you to go on a bare medication. But sometimes there's natural things that we could do that will like lift us up or like, you know what I mean? Like do the same thing in a better way. So I'm all for trying those things before I go to a doctor and have bare prescription.
And just a little tip for you guys, essential oil, especially peppermint, is actually good for headaches and stress. So if you just take a little bit, and you might want to just rub it on your
pulse points,
rub it on your temples.
Okay.
Rub it on your temples and just massage it in. It's really good.
Nice. That's my current fave.
I feel relaxed already just talking about all
I'm pretty sure it's the tea. I'm pretty sure because usually we're sipping. Usually, but by the time we get to the end, I'm gone. Monique is sprawl out somewhere.
Why you putting me on blast on the national air? I didn't sprawl out. Okay, we're gonna have to tell them about the Hennessy story one day.
One day.
Tune in next week, and we might tell you about what happened with the Hennessy. Why I was on the studio floor.
Well, another woman that is not on the floor.
I'm done.
But it's on the track.
Hey.
That speaks to me differently because if you guys do remember, there was a time I was on the track.
You were a big athlete.
I was.
How I remember you because you would make the team, but I would try out with you and I would not make nothing.
I was supposed to tell you this, but at the time I didn't even have to try out.
I know.
Miss Cliff came and she's like, so I'm going to put you on the 100 team. I'm going to do 100 in relay. And just get your parents to sign this release form.
You were fast. You were fast. Yeah. I thought I was fast too, but I just dropped. You guys remember when I dropped?
I don't remember that.
Oh, that was good. Because that was embarrassing. That was the most embarrassing moment of my life.
Okay, we've seen many more after.
Why you guys coming for me?
Oh, we talked about this last night too, you know?
Yo, honestly, 2020, I'll redeem myself. So 2020, there will be no embarrassing moment. I'll be out here being classy. Watch me.
Yes.
Miss Shelly Ann Fraser. She is this week's She's Got the Code. She recently was just crowned the fastest woman in the world. in the 100-meter finals that were held in Doha. She ran 10.71 seconds.
Wow.
And keep in mind, she just gave birth to her son Zion 2 years ago. Clearly, Miss Shelly-Ann Fraser is unstoppable.
Yo, that's an
Congratulations,
amazing
Miss Shelly-Ann. You have got the code.
Yeah, so she beat Bolt now, like.
Yeah, she beat Bo's
Yeah.
record.
That's an
crazy.
amazing time.
Big up Jamaica.
Hey,
Hey.
No, honestly.
I thought you were gonna leave the chat.
Nah, I can't. I can't.
okay.
I've been vibing with you guys. I can't even do that right now. I've been vibing with you guys.
It's crazy though. Listen, that's why when your mom tells you to eat the yam and the banana, eat the yam and the
Listen.
banana, because that's
Yo.
why our people are running fast.
Yo.
We don't have no steroids. Eh?
Have you guys seen her body though?
Yeah. Yo, as a kid, I would be in the screen just looking at her.
No,
like,
but like she just had a baby and she has full-blown six-pack
She's
abs.
yeah.
training like crazy.
Oh,
But
yeah.
not just, I've been in the gym since January. And where's the abs? Where are they? Can someone find the abs for me? Okay.
Someone's son.
Well,
Nah, but yo, she's working hard, and you know I love it because a lot of people will say like you can't do certain things and be a mother.
Yeah.
Like even when Cardi B was trying to like
Yeah.
have her baby, like you can't be
It's true.
a rapper and be a mother. But like
true.
yo, you can do
proved us
both,
wrong, yeah.
and you can do it well. Like you can, and I
she
think
came and she killed it. Like, look at her time.
Yeah.
Yo.
She killed it. She killed it.
Zion gave her a next kind of
that's what I'm saying. It could motivate you.
motivation.
Yeah.
You could see this as a downfall, like, oh shit, it's gonna mess up my career.
Nah.
Or that could be the reason why you're up extra early, breastfeeding, and then going to the gym to train. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could use it as a motivation.
Yo, honestly, women, we're superheroes, yo. We're
Literally.
different. Not
Yeah.
all superheroes wear capes.
I'm telling you.
But, yo.
Some wear lace fronts.
We honestly, I'm not gonna leave the chat. I'm still here, guys.
I just had to talk about wigs. I don't know why.
Yo, you know what? This is too much for me. I'm leaving. I'm actually leaving the studio. Like, I'm done.
I was like, what's like a cape? What hedge?
No, but sometimes they do be looking like hats,
That's what I'm
capes.
saying. Yo, with the winter weather, I'm just whatever wig has the most bundles. That's what's going on my head.
I'm actually
Yo,
crying.
I'm sorry. Weren't we just talking about this yesterday?
Yes, we were talking. I'm like, no, we can't talk about me twice in one day. You can't drag me twice in one episode.
Cause listen,
The next episode we'll talk about the wine night. Okay, we have stories to unfold about me.
Oh, that's
Monique.
so funny.
that
Oh
was
my
hilarious.
God. Nah, but big up. She's got the code.
Big up,
She's got the
Shelly-Ann.
code. That girl.
We're
You
here
guys know
for
what I'm
you.
talking?
And thank you
That
so
girl,
much.
Shelly-Ann. No.
Pretend
Okay.
to know the song, but I'm still gonna jam with you guys. Okay.
No, that's amazing though. Good for her.
Yes.
And thank you for putting Jamaica on the map as well.
Again. We haven't really left though. We're on the map now.
We're on.
We're staying on the map, been on
We're
the map.
staying. Trust me. We're not moving. So we may be the smallest on the map, but we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes. Congratulations to you, Shelly-Ann Fraser, again. But we also wanted to touch on the Rodney Reed petition, and just thank all of our viewers and listeners that have reposted the Rodney Reed posts and also signed the petition. As we all know now, the death penalty has been withdrawn and Rodney Reed is still in custody. However, they have withdrawn the death penalty.
And there's no set date for
There's
that.
no set date.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
So he's
That's
still going to
crazy.
undergo trial, but thankfully that has been withdrawn.
Yeah, we have power, guys. Like I said before, we have a lot of power. We have access to social media. Thank God there's been an update, and it was a positive one. And let's hope the next update will be even better.
Yeah, the one we want.
Yes.
The one we
Yes.
want. for
And
sure.
this just goes to show, guys, like social media is not always this negative thing. Like you can use social media for so much positivity. And I think a lot of times we forget that.
Yeah.
And this story has proven that social media can be a vehicle for positivity. So thank you guys, for all that. And okay, so the giveaway as well, we recently just posted on our Instagram that we will be giving away the Michelle Obama book to one lucky follower. There was a lot of comments though. Some of y'all didn't follow the rules either, but we'll talk to you all later about that.
So you have to like the post, follow the page, and tag someone. If you've done one but not the others, then you have to buy your own book because
You're disqualified.
it's very clear what you have to do. So yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna be actually letting the winner know on December 3rd. We'll be announcing the winner actually live on the podcast. So please keep in tuned with that as well. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Dcoded podcast. Please tune in to us on Instagram, SoundCloud, and Spotify. You can also check us out on YouTube as well. Don't forget to send us your dirty laundry to contact dcoded@gmail.com. That's contact DCODED@gmail.com.
Bye.